how much fear prevents you from achieving your goals. There is a Greek proverb saying that fear protects those who are alone, which is part true, part not true. Because yes, in the past, fear was an instinct in the areas that the ancient humans were living, that they had to protect themselves from a lot of dangers. But when we're talking about achieving goals in urban areas, in communities that are societies that are well organized, fear has a different role, or needs to have a totally different role from the one that used to have in antiquity. And when I say antiquity, really the ancient years, and when there were beasts and there were a lot of dangers, and humans were feeling defenseless and alone. But right now, fear plays a totally different role, or it should have that part, that new part. And right now, a lot of people are really, really frightened, are really, really scared to start their own businesses, and they have a lot of objections, and they start creating a lot of obstacles, mental obstacles, and they say, what if I'm not able to do it? What if I will face bankruptcy? Or what if I will have a lot of financial problems? Yes, part of that can be true, of course, but also part of that is a negative mindset, something that makes you scared about starting working with your idea, working with your goal, building a tangible blueprint for your success, a correct and consistent action plan about how you're going to create your business. I've seen a lot of people that they have created a lot of different arguments, fantastic arguments, amazing arguments about all the dangers in the jungle called life, that they will prevent them from starting a new business, starting a new business idea, a new enterprise, a new company, or a new career, because there are dangers all around. If we start thinking about that, yes, there are dangers all around us. We are so feeble as entities that it's a wonder, it's a miracle that we're still alive. It's so easy to end our lives, and still we are here. Still we manage to be alive, working, creative, producing. So why don't we think the reverse idea? Despite our delicateness, despite our sensitivities, despite our everything, our sensibilities and our feeble points, we're still here. We are able to work, achieve things, do things, manage, create goals, and travel all along many long distances, and we can do so many things, even drive cars and protect ourselves from a lot of car crashes or whatever. We have so many capacities that actually it's not a miracle that we are alive. We are here, we are super able, we have a lot of skills, and we need to keep that in mind. If you think that you have a lot of fear, that you realize that there is a lot of fear, every single word you say, it is coupled with fear, then we have to check, is your mindset tuned into the positive aspect or the negative? Because if you still keep thinking about everything with a tone of fear, of a scary outcome, then you are tuned into responding in every single environmental trigger or thought or trigger or reaction with fear. You're not going to be able to manifest your goals if you think like that. You will not be able to achieve your goals if you are frightened to go one step further away from your comfort zone, the things that you already know. You feel comfortable with those things because you know them, and by know them, you have the false sense that you can control them. Comfort zone is a total false sense that we can control things. We can't. We've said that before. The pandemic of 2020 showed us this, that we felt that nothing like that will happen. the lockdown that was happening in almost half the planet. Who could imagine? Who could have imagined that? And still it happened. And that was something that have shaken a lot of people away from their comfort zone. It was totally unknown, an experience never lived before in our century, in our generation, and was amazing. Or what happened later on with the war activities. And these things occur. There is always the disillusion that we have a comfort zone, but we don't. The probabilities show that there are things we know and we can stick to them, and sometimes the comfort zone, it's so attractive because we feel at ease. We feel that there we can release our reflexes, that we can be there without being in alert. But this is not helpful because we have said that before, you will not be able to achieve, to create things as long as you stick inside this known territory, the comfort zone. You will not be able to move forward towards a new direction, and a goal that you want to achieve is always a new direction. It's something that you don't have already and you want to conquest it. You want to go there and you want to conquer this situation, but you don't. You don't have it right now. You want to go to a higher level of achievement. And in your comfort zone, this is not possible. So what you do? Well, you need to deal with your fear. And you need to understand that fear is good to protect you from dangerous situations. And dangerous, I mean, don't cross the road without looking left or right, or being able to protect yourself from difficult situations. For example, a storm, and you're in the middle of the storm, or I don't know, drowning in situation in the sea. But as long as we're talking about goal planning, yes, there is always a calculated risk. You will never go and create a business without realizing the possible situations, the fallbacks, the risks, the obstacles. That's why you need a concrete plan, a consistent plan, an action planning, and you need all the information that you have, all the potential and all the skills in order to use all those things in order to achieve your goals. But you need to take your fear with you and start building and start creating your business, because you will understand little by little that you have the skills, you have the abilities to start dealing with a lot of issues and problems. And also, sometimes fear creates a lot of frustration or some self-fulfilling prophecies. Beautiful. People like self-fulfilling prophecies. We feel that, again, we are in control with fulfilling self-fulfilling prophecies, which is not good, especially if they are tuned into the negative mindset. And we say, see, I told you so. If we start doing this business, we will probably fail. Well, that's not a good idea. If you knew it initially that's going to fail, why you started? Why couldn't you prevent it? Why haven't you decided to do differently? And if you don't know it and you made everything in your power to make a good start and create a good plan, and something unforeseen has happened, well, there are two things there, two possible options. The first one is that you have the ability, the skills, to find the ways to overcome the problem or troubleshoot and find the solution for the problem and keep moving forward. The second option is that this is totally unforeseen. It's amazing. It's something that you couldn't prevent. So finally, what you are able to do, well, you will not be able to move forward, but probably that means it's so unforeseen, it's such a big damage. It doesn't affect only you. It affects a whole system. It affects a whole community. And there, maybe you have to retreat for a while and just watch what will be the opportunities coming from this unforeseen situation and condition to create a new goal or create a new action plan for this specific goal because you just want it that much. So in both those two scenarios, fear has no place, and I'm saying about the fear that paralyzes you, okay? Still, fear as a human natural emotion is a very useful condition. We like we like to estimate all the emotions and taking under account all the human emotions. They're viable entities of our emotional intelligence, of our overall intelligence. We want them. But if we just leave our fear unleashed, do whatever the fear says, and prevents us from doing everything, well, we will stay completely inactive. So, if you feel that you have a very fearful reaction to every desire you have, you ask your coach, you start dealing with your fear. You can always ask your success coach to guide you, to support you, and to give you specific solutions and strategies to actually put a leash on your fear and understand whether it's a fear because it's a natural emotion or it's a fear tuned and connected to a negative mindset, and then change it into a positive mindset. Okay, so you can always claim your free session with me, Coach Panagiota. See below, click, and get instant access for your own coaching session with me. And let's deal with the unproductive fear that does not allow you to do all the necessary actions, tangible actions that will lead you to the professional goals you want to achieve.